flavor of the Midlands. Live from Columbia, this is Soda City Live.
Welcome back to Soda City Live. Believe it or not, your local library has more to offer than just books. In fact, Racial Injustice Week is happening right now until the 22nd, and Richland Library has partnered with several agencies to host a community conversation on race and equity. Plus, there's a new addition, an eatery at the Richland Library Main. Joining me today to share more information about these amazing opportunities is Media Relations Specialist for the Richland Library, Kimberly Davis. Kimberly, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Sierra, for having me.
Such a pleasure. So, the library has tons of things, not just a place for information. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that the library has, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this conversation.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we are proud to partner with Cooperative Health. So we offer a virtual healthcare clinic every Thursday from 9 to 4:30 p.m. and this is on our third level of our library, Richland Library Main, and it's an award-winning social work department, right? But in this area, people who are ages 18 to 64, if they're dealing with any chronic health condition, they can come every Thursday from 9 to 4:30, get triage, and then see a licensed physician. And a lot of people don't know about this. And this is held every Thursday, and this is free of charge. So whether you have insurance or you're underinsured, we will see anyone ages 18 to 64 with any chronic health condition.
And you know, and I think it's so important, especially because libraries are pretty much in every community, that it becomes like this central place for people to go, not only to get information, but resources as well. And the fact that the libraries here have made it a mission to add these different additions to make sure that everyone has access to these things, I think is amazing. Now, there's a conversation that is happening tonight. Can you tell us about it?
Right, and so our vision at Richland Library is to enhance the quality of life for our entire community. And sometimes enhancing your community means having difficult conversations. And unfortunately, one of those difficult conversations that we still find ourselves in is race and equity. And so we've partnered with the Greater Columbia Community Relations Council, Richland County, Lexington County, and also the City of Columbia to delve into some of the things that kind of keep us separated, even though we all function and work together as a community. And this is happening tonight, as you mentioned, at Richland Library Main in our auditorium. And doors open at 5:30, and so we're inviting the public to come out to hear from our panelists that we will have, and also again to have those hard conversations, but again will enhance our community.
Will there be an opportunity for the community to also ask questions or engage with the panelists?
Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up. And so what this basically is in 2021, the City of Columbia was commissioned to do a comprehensive analysis of the well-being throughout this region. And so we're going to be talking about the results of that racial equity index that was released in June of 2021. And so we definitely want to hear back from our community, and so that our community leaders who will be present will get some ideas and be able to ideate on how we can better enhance our entire community so that all voices are heard and that everyone feels seen.
And you know, I also love that this is happening in a time that we are recognizing our civil rights leader who passed, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I know that it's the Justice Week, but just the fact that the library is doing something and having this conversation like you mentioned. But other than that, it's free, just show up. Do they need to pre-register or anything?
We're encouraging people to register by visiting richlandlibrary.com. However, we can also register you there, but we don't want to turn anybody away because they didn't have access to be able to register, because again, this is free, open to the public. We want to hear those voices, and who knows, we might have another community conversation. We just had one on teen gun violence, and we had one previous to that as well. And so Richland Library, we pride ourselves on being a place, any one of our 13 locations, to have these open community conversations where our community again feels seen and heard. You have to come and find out.
Oh, perfect. I think that's the best way. Show up and show out.
Show up, yes.
Now, there's also a new addition to the library right now, a cafe.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Yes, so Rambo's Fat Cat Biscuit We're so excited to have them. They're having a grand opening ceremony next week on January 25th, but they have opened their doors since Monday, I believe, of last week, and they're going to be open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday at Richland Library, Main. I know our main location is pretty busy. We have 13 locations, but our main location is always pretty busy, and we thought that this was a great way, again, to partner with a organization and also entrepreneurs in the community. And so we're very thankful for Todd and Renee Adams, who are the owners of Fat Cat Biscuits. So no, they're not closing their North Main location. They're just opening up a second location at Richland Library, Main. And so we're super excited to have them there.
That's amazing. So they're expanding. We've had them on the show before. Food is absolutely amazing. And you've actually brought some of the food with us today.
Yes.
I actually would like to eat it, but we'll just let it look for show. So y'all can take a look if you're not familiar with Rambo's. They make these amazing homemade biscuits, and they have different not toppings, but and sometimes toppings, different things that you can add.
Absolutely.
Their blue corn grits are absolutely amazing, and this one I believe is topped off with pimento cheese.
Yes.
So it really pays homage to all of the amazing flavors of the South in just between 2 buns of a biscuit. So amazing. And Kimberly, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Sierra.
Such a pleasure, and look forward to seeing you again much more to tell us all the amazing things that the library is doing for the community.
Thank you so much, Sierra.
So you're more than welcome. We'll have more details on our website, WISTV.com, under our Soda City Live tab. Be sure to stick with us. We'll have much more Soda City Live coming up after the break.